His current hitting coach is Kevin Long. I'm sure he liked what he saw over the course of the 4-game set with the Colorado Rockies, a sweep by his Phils. Kevin, thanks for being with us today. And man, 32 runs scored in that 4-game set. I'm sure you'd like to see more of that.
I would love to see more of that, especially here in New York, now getting ready to face the Mets. The boys are starting to find their groove, starting to settle in, and we're starting to play some pretty good baseball.
You are going up against a Mets team that's pretty feisty so far this year, a team that certainly can hit up and down that lineup and has gotten some good pitching as well. A good early season matchup for you. What do you need to do in this particular series against them to be competitive?
Just keep doing what we've been doing. Our at-bats have been good all the way through the lineup. 1 through 9 has been really, really good. Our pitching's starting to find its form. Just play good, solid baseball. We've been fielding good, we've been pitching good, and certainly putting together a good offensive showing as well.
Bryce Harper dealt with that flexor tendon back on April 11th, but he's still swinging a hot bat. Does he continue to get better, even though it's impossible to even think that he has more of a climb to go?
I'll tell you what, he's doing a great job right now, especially DHing. Not really used to that. Spending a lot of time together on the bench, a lot more than he would like, I know, at this point. But he's doing a really good job of kind of finding his groove. DHing, he had a really good series. As you've noticed, he's really using the middle of the field going the other way right now. So Bryce is in a really good spot. We'd like to get him back on the field as soon as possible, but his elbow's just not wanting to kind of be there right now.
Yeah, it's not cooperating. Hopefully you'll be able to have him play catch again on Tuesday. But being a DH for the last 11 games, Kevin, you do spend a lot of time with him on the bench. Take me through Bryce Harper's mind a little bit. Can you see him managing one day?
I mean, he's got a really good baseball mind. He's always one step ahead. He's like, K-Long, who's that, warming up in the pen. He's helping me set up the video on the bench, getting my cards ready. So, yeah, he's helping me as a coach as well. I could see him managing, sure.
I loved the Nick Castellanos signing. What's that?
I don't really know if he'd want to do that, though. We'll see.
Well, he certainly doesn't have to do it, but sometimes you guys just can't get away from the game. It's just in your blood, and maybe he wants to stay around it when he's done playing. But I wanted to get back to Nick Castellanos for a hot second. I loved this signing by the Philadelphia Phillies. What has he brought to your lineup?
He's just a grinder. He's a guy that you can put in the middle of the lineup. You can trust him. He really, really knows what he's doing at the plate. He can hit any pitch. It doesn't matter what you throw him. It doesn't matter where it is. He's just a pro, a guy who another guy who uses the whole field. He's really good in RBI situations. He's good with runners in scoring position. Just a solid acquisition. And like you said, I think it's a really good signing by Dave Dombrowski and the Phillies.
Alec Bohm knows what it's like to be a Philadelphia Philly, knows what it's like now more than ever to deal with the fans, but he also has a passion and a competitiveness about his game. He's driven in a lot of runs for you guys. Where have you seen the biggest development in his process?
Just the maturation process. He's very, very confident. He not only on defense, but on offense. And I believe his offense is carried over to his defense now, where he's feeling really good. He wants the ball hit to him. He's ready for the ball to be hit to him. And then offensively, he's in a really, really good spot. He's attacking, and he's ready for the fastball. He's on time to hit the fastball. He's using the whole field. And then I think he's 6 for 6 with runners in scoring position, or a man on third and less than 2 outs, which he's taking advantage of situations that occurred during the game and doing a really good job.
Yeah, 14 RBI in 18 games so far for Alec Bohm this young season. Tell me a little bit about JT Realmuto. Obviously, his main goal is to guide that pitching staff. He does such a great job with the Phillies pitching staff. But we also know him as a guy that absolutely has some pop in his bat. Where is he at offensively?
So I've watched him on the other side of the field for a long time, and I've always admired the way he goes about it. He steals strikes from the opposing team, it seems like a lot. It's nice to have that on our side. From an offensive standpoint, he's another guy. He's spread out in his stance. He's simplified what he's doing, and he's he's right around 300, putting together good at bats, walking a little bit. He's been really nice, and he's been hitting in the 5-hole for about I don't know, 10 days now, and doing a really good job.
Yeah, this is a guy that has just 3 RBI, but he's getting on base, as you mentioned, perhaps with the walks, because he scored 13 runs. So he's doing something right. I know that you are in charge of the hitters, Kevin, but I'm going to ask you a little bit about Zach Wheeler, who was off to a bit of a struggle early on in the season, but looked really good his last time out. How much do you need him to be the Zach Wheeler from last year?
Well, I'm used to the Zach Wheeler of the past times, and I know how talented this guy is. Yesterday was just a terrific outing for him. I think he gave up 1 hit, went 6 innings, seemed to have be in total command of his stuff and what he was doing out there. We need Zach Wheeler to be Zach Wheeler, and he certainly was every bit of that yesterday. So that was a good sign for us.
You know that the New York Mets are going to be coming for you guys. The Phillies are going to be going for them as well. The New York Mets have been beamed quite a few times so far this year. What is your quick take on what's happening with the baseball and the hit by pitch so far early on in this season?
Well, nobody likes it. Nobody likes the ball coming up and in. Nobody likes to get hit. And when you get hit a number of times, tempers are going to flare. And that's exactly what's happened. It's the stick is not with these guys, and balls are going to slip, and they throw really, really hard. And when a few guys start to get hit numerous times, there's going to be some altercations, and that's what they've had. Fortunately for us, we haven't had any of that going on.
All right, Kevin Long, 2-time World Series champion as a batting coach, one of the best to ever have that position, so well respected in this game. Thanks for taking a few moments to be with us. Best of luck in your series against the Mets.
Thanks, Alanna. We'll need it. Thank you.